Welcome to My English Pages. Latin expressions are everywhere in English, even if you don't realize it. From legal jargon to everyday conversation, these ancient phrases continue to shape our language. But why do we still use them, and what do they mean? Let's explore some of the most common Latin expressions used in English and how they can add depth to your vocabulary. Latin may be considered a dead language, but its influence is very much alive. These expressions often provide a level of precision and formality that other phrases cannot match. They're particularly prevalent in fields like law, medicine, and academia, but they also pop up in our daily lives. Let's start with one of the most famous Latin phrases, carpe diem. It means seize the day, encouraging us to make the most of the present moment. You might use it to motivate a friend, saying, "Life is short, so carpe diem and take that trip you've always wanted." Another common expression is etc., often abbreviated as etc. It means and the rest or and so on. It's useful when you want to imply there are additional items in a list without naming them all. For example, we'll need cups, plates, napkins, etc. for the party. In the business world, you might hear ad hoc, meaning for a specific purpose or situation. It's often used to describe something created on short notice. The committee formed an ad hoc team to solve the immediate issue. When discussing maintaining or challenging current conditions, you might use the term status quo, which means the existing state of affairs. A politician might say, "We need to disrupt the status quo to bring about real change." In legal contexts, you might encounter the phrase habeas corpus. It literally means you shall have the body and refers to a fundamental right that protects individuals from being detained without just cause. A lawyer might file a habeas corpus petition to challenge an unlawful detention. For admitting fault, we have the phrase mea culpa, meaning my fault. It's a simple way to take responsibility for a mistake. You might say, mea culpa, I forgot to send the email. When providing examples, you can use exempli gratia, commonly abbreviated as e.g. For instance, there are many great writers, e.g. Shakespeare, Dickens, and Austen. To clarify or restate something, use ide sest, abbreviated as IA. It means that is, we need to finish by the end of the month, i.e. by June 30th. Finally, there's the cautionary phrase caveat emptor, meaning let the buyer beware. It's a reminder that in some transactions, the buyer assumes the risk. You might warn a friend before purchasing that used car. Remember caveat emptor. Understanding and using these Latin expressions can expand your vocabulary and help you communicate more effectively in both formal and informal settings. They add a touch of sophistication to your language and demonstrate a connection to the rich history of English. So next time you're looking for the perfect phrase, consider reaching for one of these timeless Latin expressions. After all, they've stood the test of time for a reason. Thank you for watching.